This is a journey into sound.
What's up, VC? This is Brad from H2Vinyl, rounding out the end of the year, the end of 2019, with another long video. Because, well, you know me. I've got 23 or 25, I don't remember if I counted the box sets or not, albums for November and December. I'm including both months. Was planning on doing a November video, but I was well into December already. I'm like, why not just make one more long video to round out the year? I'm repeating myself. Apparently I do that a lot in my videos, and I only really know that I'm doing it until I edit. A little bit more self-aware this video. To make the video even longer, I just want to celebrate 2019 some. One of the biggest highlights for me was meeting up with quite a few VC members that I never thought I would have the chance to meet up with. And you know, one of my goals for life, like one of my bucket lists, is to drive the US and meet up with a lot of my friends in the VC. But the nice thing about living in Orlando is a lot of people come to me, which is wonderful. And yeah, please keep doing that. I love it. Yeah, so I met up with five this year, and starting off with Alex from the UK. Alex spins vinyl. Yeah, man, it was really great meeting up with you and Tim that day, that Sunday. Get our cars towed. That was fun. Yeah, and then in March, drove out to West Palm Beach area to meet up with Billy Hurst. Had some great times there. Yeah, man, yeah, Billy, you're an awesome guy. And June, I think it was on a Sunday, met up with Steve Carlson from Michigan, and he came down for some vacation time. I think he was planning on hitting up a lot of the parks, and well, we hit up some of the record stores too, and he found some great stuff. I found some great stuff. He gave me some VCLT. Thanks, man. Cherish that. Love that album. And yeah, really great meeting up with you. And then it was either late June, early July. Met up with Ron Haggerty, who I've met up with several times this year. And Scott Waters, met at Joe's Crab Shack. He and his family. It was like 20 of us at this Joe's Crab Shack. And yeah, no vinyl purchasing that day, but got to meet up with Scott Waters. It was cool meeting up with him and learning about his family and all. And then August, I think it was August, met up with Super Wes. Wes came down from Gainesville, came down to Orlando, came over to Orlando. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, came down is fine, but over is better. Came over to Orlando, met up with me and Tim. That was a lot of fun. He got to hit up one of his favorite stores, Park Ave. It's really one of my favorite, I think one of Tim's favorite stores as well. Yeah, we need to, Ron, Tim, and I, and Wes, we need to all get together again. Maybe in the Claremont area. There's some good stuff in there, hey? Huh? All right. Don't know if we'll be able to do that by the end of the year, but yeah, let's plan for that. Maybe early 2020, if not 2019. And then actually met up with Wes a month later, 2 months later, went out to Gainesville for the record fair. Yeah, anyway, in Gainesville Record Fair. And had a great time. Picked up a lot of great stuff there. Some ones that fell through. One fell through because of a hurricane. Thanks. I don't even remember the name. Dorian. Yeah. Hurricane Dorian. Don't even remember the name. That's how insignificant it was for Florida. Wasn't insignificant other places, so I shouldn't make that joke. But was planning on meeting up with Eric Weinbender. Sorry that didn't happen, man. Let's shoot for 2020, okay? Sound good? All right. You either come down here, I go up there. How about I go up there? Because there are several peeps I want to meet in your area. So let's do that. I'll take some vacation time and let you know. Make sure that it works out for you and as many people as I can meet up with. Yeah, so greatest thing, meeting up with a lot of you. And thank you for coming to Orlando for vacation. That's awesome. Yeah, and we're going to start out this 2020 strong. January, we're going to meet up with 2 people that I know of. I believe that's happening on January 15th. I could be wrong on that. I haven't taken the day off, but I've already asked my boss. He's approved. So that day can fluctuate if it needs to. Anyway, let's get into the vinyl because there's quite a bit. Starting off with one of the most anticipated albums for a couple of months, at least a couple of months, because, well, I didn't know this, and Tim, DJ High Noon, had to say, yo, do you know that this is coming out? I didn't. So this is 6th album. I think this is DJ Shadow's 6th album, and this is Our Pathetic Age, released in like November 13th or something like that. November 13th, yeah, of 2019. Yeah, all right. Double LP. First LP is electronic type, and then the second LP with the green label on it is more of a hip-hop. Is hip-hop. He ranges from experimental on this. He ranges from hip-hop to electronic, as I said, but kind of more of a glitch at times in the electronic space as well. Yeah, I really like this album. I think, Tim, you said that you liked the previous album more, which was The Mountain Has Fallen. I think I like this one. I agree with you. It's kind of muddled. The message about this is the fact that we point to our phones other than, for community rather than just sharing real community. So technology has kind of become what we interact with instead of people. And it's become the means of interacting with other people instead of just interacting with people. So yeah, the message does get kind of muddled at times, but I think this is a really strong album. To give a taste, this has hip hop artists De La Soul, which Rocket Fuel I think is the strongest song on this entire album. But then you also have a Run the Jewels song, which I didn't really care for. And I really like Run the Jewels. But then you also have Inspector Deck, just some members of the Wu-Tang Clan in this as well. Going to share a couple of the songs on this. Let's do one from the electronic side and then the other one from the hip-hop side. And we're going to go with, what's the name of it? It's a Marvel character. Juggernaut. There we go. We're going to do Juggernaut for the electronic and then Drone Wars for the hip-hop one. So here are those songs. Switch. Juggernaut.
was one of those who made it out the game untouched. Got brothers who never made it out bad luck.
Before I get into the next album, I want to do something that I forgot to do in the intro, and no, I'm not reshooting that intro. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, hope you had a wonderful holiday. Yeah, it was kind of laid back for me. Just did, meet up with mom and dad. Had turkey dinner there at their place, and then afterwards, mom and I went to Star Wars movie, and forget the name of it. This one was not really on my. I'm kind of done with Star Wars. I love the originals, don't like the prequels, except for there was rumor that Jar Jar Binks was going to be the Sith Lord. Wish Lucas would have done that, but I think he changed his mind. Anyway, I'm rambling. And for the most part, the newest movies, they're okay. The second one, this one ended out on a good note, and I'm happy with it. And I think I'm done, because I know Disney has the potential of spamming movies, and I don't want them to do that. Star Wars, and yeah, I vote with my dollar. Anyway, I had a great Christmas. I hope everyone did too, and happy holidays. So let's get into the next album, because this is going to be a long video. This is Bit Brigade's Mega Man 3 on blue and white vinyl. Saw Bit Brigade this year, when was that? April? Saw them in Atlanta, had a good time going out there. It was for their Mega Man 3 tour. And this is a great, great rendition. Mega Man 2 is my favorite game. Mega Man 3 is my favorite soundtrack. There are all the list of tracks. The track listing is, each song is about a minute or two. So there's a lot of tracks. But really, they do a really great job of it. Bit Brigade, if you don't know them, they do a kind of a metal version of, common or popular Nintendo games. I think they're going to start moving into Super Nintendo games as well. Hope they do Mega Man X. That would be awesome. Yeah, really, really great album. I've got another one coming on its way here. I bought two. I always buy two from them just to support them as artists. They forgot the second one. No problem. And I think over the Thanksgiving season, we both completely forgot, and because they sent this out to me November 15th or something like that. Bato says hi, by the way. You hear him in the background. Anyway, they're sending me another one. It arrives today, and hopefully, I asked them if they would sign it, so hopefully it will come signed. This next one up is kind of funny, because I purchased it the day that Andrew, Tales from the Crate, showed it on one of his videos. And I bought it before I saw it on his video. And this isn't a brand new album. I think it's 2013. So it's kind of funny that he showed it, but before that, I purchased it used. And this is Segall's 2013 album. Yeah, 2013 album. And this is Gemini. Which, funny thing is, Gemini is one of the robots in Mega Man 3. Just put that together. Kind of funny. It works really well. Yeah, really great album. This is kind of a demo of a lot of his later work, kind of demo versions or different takes, different cuts of those songs. I'll be playing the song Ghost, which was a really great track. And here is that song by Segall.
I'm flying.
This next one up was another highly anticipated album. It's a Vinyl Me Please release, and back in either 2016 or 2017 when I was a member, I did a survey by them, filled out a survey, and this album was on that survey. Which would you most want to have? I already have this original in my collection, but it's always nice to have another copy. And this is Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf, their third album, released in 2002. There we go. Double LP. It's on, you can't see that, I don't know why I'm showing it, but it's kind of a red, marbly, black vinyl. This isn't my favorite album by them, and there were tracks that I skip when I listen to the CD, but listening to all of this and not worrying that I was going to ruin it, because the original goes for quite a bit. Those songs that I normally skip, I really fell in love with them again. So I really kind of, this album may have bumped up a few notches for me. But yeah, this is a really, really great album. Glad to have it in my collection. So yeah. And then of course I have another Vinyl Me Please later on in the video. So another Vinyl Me Please purchase, and this was Desert Sessions, their new 2019 album that came out. This is session 11 and 12. And then, not thinking, for some reason, I thought these this was limited to 1,000 pressings, I think. And it's on, it's kind of a orange vinyl. Yeah, kind of orange vinyl. But then, as I thought these were all going to be limited releases, for some reason, I didn't think my store would get them. And so I went to Amoeba and bought my first thing at Amoeba online, and that is Desert Sessions 11 and 12. So I have 2 copies of this, and this on black vinyl. Can't play any of that because I've tried playing it in another video, and the video got axed by YouTube. So awesome, thank you. Wish I could play some, but I can't. Another pickup in November, and this is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Bought this used at Park Ave. It's on kind of a bluish splatter with gold vinyl. So gold vinyl with blue splatter. There we go. Big song for me on this one is Rattlesnake. That song goes on for like half the first side, but it's really catchy. It's very simple, but very catchy. Why don't I play it so that it gets stuck in your brain too? This is, what album is this? This is Flying Monotonal, there we go, Monotonal Banana. So Flying Monotonal Banana, their 2017 release. And here is Rattlesnake from that album.
Take one last look at your captor and give my tail rattling till you're dead. Rattling till you're dead.
This next one up is hip hop, and this is Mad Villain. Album is Mad Villainy, and this is MF Doom and Madlib teaming up to form not Mad Villainy, but Mad Villain. There we go. All right. This is a 2005 album, 2004 album, and I just didn't have a copy of this, and it's probably my second favorite MF Doom album. My favorite MF Doom album is Food, because I love food. Yeah, so there is that album that I picked up. Bought that used at Park Ave. Next one I picked up, bought this new at Park Ave, and this is 07 When It Falls. This is my favorite 07 album, bar none. Done. Released in 2004. Yeah, another 2004 album. Boom, right in a row. Connection. Anyway. This sounds absolutely incredible. The not just the music, but the pressing. Pressing was dead silent. Yeah, I don't even remember where it was pressed at. It didn't say. No, didn't say. Yeah, really great to have this one in the collection. If you don't know 07, When It Falls is down tempo, kind of trip hop sound as well. The singers are just stellar. Oh my gosh, so good. Great song or album. And why don't I give you a taste of it? 07. Let's do, oh man, so many of these. Let's do Somersault. Boom, Somersault. Here is that album, or that song off this album by 07.
Taking the time away from me. Fake fear, I see through you with my eyes closed.
So I just realized that I have 27 minutes left on this SD card in my camera. Let's plow forward, shall we? Moving into box sets, and this is Felonious Monk's Dream. First purchase of Ultra Disc, and high quality. These were limited to 6,000. Mine is 2313. Yeah, just make sure I got that right. I'm not lying to you. You want me to turn around? I will. No, I will. See there. 2313. Brilliant album, brilliant package. Get your minds out of the gutter, okay? Yeah, when I took the album out, didn't want to even clean it. I was kind of afraid to. So just put it on the record player, and man, it sounded incredible. And brought so much more of the music out than streaming does. I mean, streaming is streaming, and well, vinyl is vinyl. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. Duh, Brad. Yeah, that's kind of an obvious statement. Vinyl is vinyl, you're right. Next box set is an album that I've had in my collection for 20 years. Surprised that this album is 20 years old. Okay. I was just gonna say I'm getting old. This is the Chemical Brothers' Surrender. Love this album. They did a great job with this. It comes with a DVD, which I haven't watched yet, and 4 LP set of the first 2 LPs are the actual album, and then they have a curated and then remixes as well on the other 2 albums. One complaint I have about this album is that my least favorite song on the album is Out of Control. And that is the song that is most played on, the remixes and the all that stuff. So yeah, I kind of wish they would have switched it up and done some more songs than just repackage different remixes of different songs. But it is what it is. Let's do a song. Let's do the Soul Wax remix of Hey Boy, Hey Girl. And here is that needle drop. some record store day purchases. Black Friday happened, of course, right after Thanksgiving. And everyone, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I feel like I haven't made a video in like forever. Wanted to get one album, hoping to get one album, and got 4. So that's actually pretty good for me. The one that I wanted was Miles Davis in Tokyo. Was a little off-put by the pressing. The pressing wasn't as high quality as I thought it would be. It pop, crackle. Who is this done? Oh, it was done by Get On Down. That's why. I was like, why did I like? I heard people say that the pressing was really great, but the Get On Down, I don't see does that great job with pressing. They did a great job with the actual cover and everything, and then the fake Obi, the Phoebe, as I like to call it. This work was great though, absolutely incredible. Then next one, sorry I'm going through these kind of fast, and you're like, Brad, you're not doing this fast at all. This was one that I'm like, why not pick it up? Obviously it's an incredible album, and this is Pearl Jam Unplugged, MTV Unplugged. I do not have a copy of this at all. Remember seeing the show once or twice back in, 1990s. When was this? 92? I don't say. It doesn't say. Bummer. Anyway, limited to 13,000 copies, so it's not really all that limited, but really, really great purchase. Really enjoyed this, as I knew I would. One that I didn't think I would be picking up, but I did, and 2020 is more jazz for me, more jazz-related purchases is what I'm hoping for. And this is Bill Evans live at the top of the gate. I'm just going to skip that French word. I took French. I don't know how to read that. Art de l'Offre, something like that. The story behind this I really enjoyed. This college student, I don't remember where I read this. I think I read this on the back. I don't know. This college student asked repeatedly the bar owner, or the forgetting the word, venue or owner, and basically asked him over and over and over again to record the show, and he broke down, said yeah, okay. He brought in like an 80-pound professional reel-to-reel, and with I think four mics or something like that, mic'd everything up, and it was played on the radio once, and then put on the shelf until now, and now it's on vinyl. Limited to 4,000 copies. So listen to this. It's pressed by QRP. They brought out by QRP, pressed at Record Technology Incorporated, RTI, in California. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant sounding. Did I do a needle drop on this? Yes, I did. We'll do the needle drop Witchcraft. And here is Witchcraft by Bill Evans. So I have 9 albums left and I have 18 minutes on my card, so 2 minutes per 2 minutes per album. Okay, let's do this. Tsarface, record store day release, Black Friday release. The odds are against us on green vinyl. I don't. What album number is this for them? 8th. This is their 8th album. And they've gone away from the traditional comic book, comic villain scenarios that their albums have taken, and this is boring. Boring. It's comical in some places, but I don't listen for the comical portions. I listen to see how they rope, the comical, not comical, haha, funny comical, but the novel, the graphic novel type iterations of what they rap about, and they didn't do any of that, and so this was actually quite a disappointment. It's also a very short album. It's like 32 minutes long. They do a lot of record store day releases. I really think that this is hurting the quality of their work. They should probably take a couple of years, regroup, and put out a solid album, because this is not that. Boom. Then early December, took some vacation time because I had some just sitting around. So I went out to St. Pete and bought a few things at Banana Records in St. Pete, and this is one that I don't run into this very often. This is Beats International. Beats International, if you're not familiar with them, they're kind of down tempo. They dabble in the techno realm as well, electronic realm as well. But Beats International is where Norman Cook came from. And if you don't know Norman Cook, well, his name is Fatboy Slim. So, this is kind of where he got his start. This is their 4th or 5th album. I don't have my little cheat sheet down here because I haven't printed it out yet. The vinyl is not in that great of shape, but I think I got this for $2 or $3. And, I've usually put things that are not in the greatest shape in paper sleeves. Anyway, an Electra label, and I want to say that this was 1990, somewhere around there. Another one that I want to say that this was their debut. Yeah, I think this is their debut, and this is hip hop, kind of conscious rap, and I wasn't familiar with this album. I was familiar with their second album, which I don't remember the title of it, but this is Nemesis, To Hell and Back. This is also a demo, or it's on Profile White Label. I think it's a gold stamp promo. Yeah, there's the gold stamp right down there. Boom. I know Nemesis they're a group out of Texas, Austin, I believe. Maybe Houston, who knows? I don't know. Dallas, who knows? It could be any one of those. I know them for their bass music, just the hard-hitting bass that was really popular back in the early 90s. I believe this was released in 1990 as well. And pretty good. They actually had some really great messages in this, because I don't remember a lot of great messages. They turned more into a hardcore hip hop realm. Not necessarily gangster rap, but more hardcore hip hop during their second album. It was great to listen to this one. The next one up is something that I always pick up this artist when I find it, and this is Vicious Bass, also known as DJ Magic Mike. DJ Magic Mike produced this, and Vicious Bass. They got a weird label of Cheetah Records, 2 cheetahs on the label. And this is Drop the Bass single with several remixes as well. The funnest thing, the most fun thing for me on this is the back. If you were to look at the cover, the back, you're like, okay, whatever. Zoom in on that. That right there is the address to Cheetah Records. Cheetah Records was about 2 blocks away from my workplace. Boom. Summit Church, where I work. I work at a church. I'm their IT administrator. Yeah, literally 2 blocks away from Cheetah Records, which I'm sure no longer exists, but I am definitely going to look that up to find out where exactly it was. Yeah, let's do a. If you haven't heard Drop the Bass or DJ Magic Mike or anything, let's do Coming On remix by this group. So here is that song. Another hip-hop album. I guess it was just hip-hop day for me. Yeah, it works out those days. Some days you find a lot of one genre, and you know how it works. Banana Records still, and this is one of my favorite albums. This is my favorite album. This is the album that I thought when I bought Funhouse that I was buying this album, and this is Face the Nation by Kid and Play. Released in '91. They do a lot of jazz in this album. They do a lot of kind of jazz hip-hop fusion in this album. The quality of the pressing isn't very good. It's very quiet. The pressing, not the pressing is very quiet. The music on the pressing is very quiet, which makes everything stand out. So the quality of this isn't all that great. I really hope that they would do a reissue of this, because it is a fun album, and they have a lot of great songs on this. Yeah, oh man, Back on Wax. It's all right, y'all. I mean, nothing that would be top 40 or anything like that. It probably wasn't played on the radio in many places, but this is a really solid album. Yeah, it's really great to find this, but this is a placeholder copy for me. And then I picked up something. Why not? Why not pick up something? I found this on the shelf there, and the price was decent. And this is Big Jim Sullivan, and this is Sitar Beats, or Sitar Beat. And it was in the psych rock section, and I was like, oh, psych rock. This is 60s, 70s rock with sitar. And it does get kind of trippy at times. I've listened to this only once, but I quite liked it. It was kind of an interesting listen. Let's do a needle drop on one of these. Yeah, let's play something off of Big Jim Sullivan's Sitar Beat. All right, so another album that I was highly anticipating a repressing. I was waiting quite possibly a full year for this, and this is their 2004 album by Nine Inch Nails, With Teeth. This is my favorite Nine Inch Nails album. I know a lot of people pick their earlier works. This is my favorite. This is really, I knew of Nine Inch Nails, but I never really heard them before this album. And it was a video game that brought me to them. That same video game that brought me so many great tunes. And that was Midnight Club Dub Edition, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition or something like that. And By the Hands That Feeds was on that that video game soundtrack, and loved it, played it all the time, and really got into this. This is Presta Palas. Trent Reznor did an amazing job, as he's been doing with all of the reissues of Nine Inch Nails stuff. He's putting the quality back into Nine Inch Nails. I don't know. I don't know where that was going. Anyway, I've heard original pressing of this when it was originally released, and there were some digital artifacts. And with this remastering, I didn't hear any of that in this version. And so I would say that this album is even better than the original. Doesn't happen very often, but sometimes a repress is better than the original. This next one up is a Stone Cold classic released from Vinyl Me Please, and this is Aretha Franklin's I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You. Released in 1969, pretty sure on that. It was either 1969 or 1967. I don't know. I'm really bad with dates. And yeah, it's Vinyl Me Please, so they probably won't have it on the label. Yeah, no, they don't. And if they did, it's really, really small writing, and I can't read it. Anyway, so many great hits on this. I've only listened to this a couple of times. But man, oh man, such a great album. Really glad that Vinyl Me Please packed that one in for December, and I didn't have this in my collection, so really great to have. This last one up. We've got like 3 minutes left. Yeah, 3 minutes left on the timer. So got to make this quick for me. And this is Cut Chemist's 2018 album. And this is die cut. The actual portions of this are die cut. I'm not going to get into it because I don't have time. 2 album. If you don't know Cut Chemist, he has a more of a hip hop feel to it. He's worked with DJ Shadow and on several projects. And yeah, this is his second solo album. His first one was The Audience Is Listening, and then this one, Die Cut. Really, really great. His first album was a little weird at times. This one, more kind of traditional hip hop. Really, really great stuff. He got some ambient in there, some experimental as well. Let's do a song from this, and we'll get into it. And here is that song by Cut Chemist. Well, everyone, that rounds up my purchases for November and December, and then also the year of 2019. Thanks, everyone, for making it a great year. 2020, plan on doing a New Year's resolutions video. I've got a lot of New Year's resolutions for 2020. But yeah, wanted to thank everyone for a strong 2019. Thank you for everyone who visited me here in Orlando. I really appreciate that. And was also glad to travel some to get to know, to meet up with other people as well. And hope to do that more in 2020 as well. I've got like a minute left on this card, and so everyone, hope you had a great holiday season, and if I don't see you before then, hope you have a happy new year as well. And yeah, take care. Hope your 2020 starts off really great, and keep listening to great vinyl, and we will talk to you next time.